Good evening, well, early evening, and welcome to Letters from the Light Side live on the 21st of September 2017. And boy, has it been interesting! What a busy week, all sorts of things going on. And one of the things that I hope that today's message will bring you is some support, some advice, just a general good laugh, because I'm I'm very aware that people might be feeling a little bit drained in energy. Hi Fiona, lovely to have you with me. And interestingly enough, I'm speaking with my device plugged in to the wall, which is why we're in a different room, but we've got some beautiful wallpaper behind us. And if you get bored with looking at me, you can always have a look at the wallpaper, or the door for that matter. Hi Karen. So where are we at? Well, where are we at? You may have still found it being a mixed up, muddled up week. You may have found yourself despairing of getting things together and organised. You may well wonder what on earth all this crazy energy is. The planet itself is reacting to the energy. We're reacting and responding to the energy. And we are still in that process of completing a long journey. We're not quite there yet, another couple of weeks, but what should hopefully have become obvious by now is that we can't live in the fear any longer. We've got to live in a hopeful life, not a fearful life. Now I know, I really do get that sometimes it feels like there is no hope. It feels like it's really gloomy. But the thing we've got to try our very best to do is to stick with the hope. Find those little moments where we feel like things are going right and build on those, not expect things to go wrong. I've got a lot of archangel energy around me today. I also have the lovely Kuan Yin energy, and I want to talk as well about the protectiveness of Archangel Michael, because I feel like he's stepping forward to encourage us to all use our wisdom. We've got life experience. We know what life is like. We know it can be ups and downs. We know it's unpredictable. When we know that, then the best thing we can do is embrace it the way it is. Embrace that unpredictability, if you like, and be prepared to deal with whatever we need to deal with in the way that we always do. We've got a lot of deep strengths. We're, you know, when you think about humanity, we're so courageous. We live on the edges. There are people who live in places where flooding is not just a once in a blue moon, it's every season. People live in the freezing coldest, bitterest cold places. Hi Marie. And, you know, they survive. Humans make their way. We somehow do it. So if your technology has been a bit up the wall, if people have been a bit short with you, a bit cross with you, if people have been getting on your case because you haven't done what you said you were going to do, I'm laughing because these are things I've had this week. If people are forgetting to celebrate the good stuff and instead getting locked into the low vibrations, it's about just recognising that we're all in a period of uncertainty. I don't feel that it's a negative. I don't feel like we're coming out the end of this with humanity destroyed. Hi, Jill. I do know that there's a lot of people putting out doom and gloom and, oh, it's this and it's conspiracy that and this will be, a devastating blow and that and da-da. The fact is that human beings live and die. That's what we do. That's who we are. We come, we live, we die. And to hide away from that and to assume that death shouldn't ever happen or should only happen when you're 110 and you're totally fed up with the whole world. Death happens. When it happens, it happens. And what we have to look at is how do we live with the uncertainty of that reality, but continue to live and thrive and survive. And that's where this week we've been asked to connect with the energy of children and young people, the energy of people who, long after I'm gone, definitely after I'm gone, will want a world. They'll want to have a life too. And it's a question of, am I helping them or am I hindering them? Does my energy promote positivity or does it promote a can't care or don't care or the wrong environment for these people who are coming after me? Big questions, very big questions. And I know that sometimes it's easy to put the big questions on one side and go, I it's nothing to do with me. But this is where the angels say, yeah, it is. It is to do with the choices we make in our way of life. We can be a little bit kinder to ourselves, a little bit kinder to others. We can extend the compassion. We can say, you know what, it doesn't really matter. We can rise above it. I love that term, the idea that we're rising up to be up wherever the angels are or our loved ones in spirit. We can do that too. So whatever you've encountered this week, it's to help you to think about the decisions you need to make, what you have to do, which way to go forward. And the key thing is to remember that nothing lasts forever. I'm in the process. I've just started having a mega clear out. I can't tell you how mega the clear out is going to be. But I know now that I've got to travel light for the next period of my life. Not weighed down with possessions because the possessions aren't the people. I'm very fortunate. I have some magnificent people in my life and I am very blessed by that. And one of the challenges in this last week has been, have you asked for help enough? Have you really said, please, I need some help? Have you allowed yourself to say, look, I'm really wobbly, I need some help? Now, light workers are often conditioned to think that you have to give, that everything you do has got to go out, that you can't nurture yourself. That's not the case. There's no giving outward if you're not giving to you. So this week you will have been facing the choice, do I give to me or do I give to others? If I give to others, at what expense to me? And working on that lovely balance where you give and receive, where you are able to ask, where you've got past the point of caring what people think, but you're just willing to ask out, to say, look, I'm stuck. Because we've been through a process in our lives that has given us some harsh judgments about ourselves. Instead of being told how powerfully positive we are, what our abilities are, and how wonderful it is to have those abilities, we have been told we're stupid, or we don't get it, or we can't possibly have that ability. And that's not true. That definitely isn't true. So take from this week the recognition that you have everything you need within yourself to help yourself and others, but that it's only as good as asking for help back and sharing the burden in the community we want to build. We want the world to be different. I know that people who watch this want the world to be different for themselves, for their children, for their grandchildren. It can only be different if we start to do it differently. And if enough of us do it differently, that will make a wave of change, a wave of energy. So put this week behind you now, because it's gone. There's absolutely nothing you can do about what you did yesterday, or 7 days ago, or what you did even 5 minutes ago. It's gone. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. You're in the moment now. And what you're doing now is you are giving yourself something to think about, and you are giving yourself some time and space to work out what it is you want. And that's where we can then start to choose what is in alignment with what we want. The week that's coming up is full of choice. Very, very full of choice. We're on the way in to a second wave of energy, which is going to hit the 27th of September. We also have some, I want to call it planetary activity, although it's cometary activity. We have the planet itself doing its little wiggle. And we have a new moon flavour. So time to ask for whatever you require and desire. With all of those interlinked energies, it is about shaking out the old. So certainly the whole week will be shaking out the old. It's not, the archangels want to say, hold on to your hat, because you are definitely going to be asked to shake out the old. And that's on every level. It personally, inside you, and in your community, in your family, in your friends, at country level and at global level. Big shake out. So be okay about it. Be ready for it. Be okay that these things get us to focus. I interestingly have reflected on the bump that I had in the car a couple of weeks ago, and what I recognised about it was enough of a slap in the face. In other words, the car front took a little bump to get me to think about what I wanted in my life, because I walked away from that crash. Maybe I wouldn't walk away from the next one. So what do I want? What memories? What's important? What do I want to have in a form of legacy? And I do feel that we need those prompts. And sometimes if we're not paying attention, I mustn't have been paying attention, they come in a little bit sharper than we might be comfortable with, but that's what's necessary to get us to stop. And from that, I've made some really key decisions in my life about what I want to do and how I want to be, and I'm putting them in practice, because of course it's no good making a decision if you don't follow it up with action. So in the next week, as the turbulence of all these energy shifts comes through, please remember to operate from what is for the best. Yeah? Try to work out what's good for everybody and go with that. And try to live in the moment of positivity as much of the week as you can. And I know it's hard when we read the news. Nobody ever puts the positive, happy news on. We always have the doom and gloom. But remember that we can't change anything if we don't deal with it head on. If we don't approach it by saying, change me first and then I'll change the world. Okay. I also want to say that there will be a lot of laughter and a lot of light. Sometimes we forget just how much goodness there is in the world, that we really forget it. And I was looking at the events in the Caribbean, and I was looking at the events in Mexico, and what gladdened my heart about these difficult situations was the way in which people responded from their heart. How fantastic. And it reminded me of the couple of years ago, Boxing Day 2015, my town was flooded, badly flooded. Along the valley there was a lot of desperate situations, and the sheer number of people, total strangers, who stepped forward and who came to help. It's mind-blowing when you're in that and you see that happen, and it really restores your faith and hope. It really puts you in a position of feeling like the disaster's hit, but I'm not on my own. I've got help. So there will be help available in the coming week. There will be maybe total random strangers who cross your path, who really just want to smile and say, this is going to be okay, who want you to understand that you will always come out okay. We just have to have the experiences life gives us. It's also been my dad's 10-year anniversary of passing. And I was reflecting in my blog last night that it's 10 years where I have no new memories of him. Time stopped. When he died, we couldn't create any new memories. Life's a bit like that. Sometimes things just stop and we can't continue them. That doesn't mean I stopped living, and it doesn't mean I stopped loving, caring, enjoying, laughing. What it means is that my memory making is on hold. One day, eventually, who knows when, I'll go and join him in the spirit world, and we'll make new memories. The memories will start again, because we'll have a life together there instead of here. So hold on to the beauty of life. Hold on to the beauty of what you've had. You can't take anything else with you, but you can take your memories anywhere, even into the spirit world. That's the point. That's what you do take. So make some beautiful memories next week. There will be opportunities, and share the love and laughter. Somebody's tickling me ear now. You know, when they get me giggling out, just share that laughter, whatever moment you can get, wherever it comes in, and sorry, I've got a lovely gentleman here, and it's my dad. And he came in last night and he was dressed like Charlie Chaplin because Charlie Chaplin was one of his favourite silent movie characters. And he used to look, Charlie Chaplin, so sort of down and sad and wistful. And he used to always have all sorts of horrible things happening. But he always seemed to come out of it whole and okay. So just remember, your loved ones are right next to you. They're there to bring you their laughter vibration. They're there to bring you their love vibration. They're there to tell you that when it's time to make memories again, you will make memories with them. They are not gone, not in any sense other than the physical human sense. So retain that connection next week through the days. Remember that we're eternal. Nothing can stop that fact. We will always exist together. And what we can do is bring that beautiful feeling to everybody around us, because we can make memories. We can make laughter. Mum's getting grumpy because I haven't mentioned her yet. She went absent without leave yesterday because I was doing a service, and normally she controls everybody who's in the queue to speak to me in the spirit world. And it was chaos. Utter chaos. Never mind. But she's grumpy now because I haven't mentioned her memories. She's giving me a telling off. Oh dear. Whatever you do, make memories with the people you care about. Make joyful memories. Tell them you love them. Tell them you think they're brilliant. I've had so much love shown to me this week. It's been mind-blowing. But it's been people showing me and telling me how much they care. Let yourself see how much people care, genuinely care, because that's the heart of being human, is love and care. When we've lost it, we've wandered a long way away from being human. But that doesn't mean we can't move back to loving and caring. So, love and care for yourself. Still wittering at me. There's World War III going on up there now. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. They're lovely, my mum and dad, but they were chalk and cheese, and now they're having a bit of a domestic. Oh dear. So, take the lovely angel energy, take their healing energy, take the laughter energy, and enjoy the week. Whatever happens in this uncertain world, what is certain is that somebody loves you. Thank you very much for being with me this evening. I know you might watch it later. Plenty of people do. Thank you very much for watching the videos. It's really encouraging for me to be able to share the guidance that I'm given. I'll just mention that the new newsletter, this month's newsletter, has gone out today. If you would like to subscribe, it's a £30 subscription for 12 months, so that works out at £2.50 a month, a cup of coffee. And all you have to do is visit paypal.me/PA Conboy, that's CONBOY, and /30, and I will just add you to the distribution list, and you'll get your monthly letter with more inspirations and guidance, the theme for the month, and how to help yourself through the month. I am going to pinch another tiny little second of time to say, yay! This week I am a writer. My new book, Down to Earth, My Intuitive World, will be available from the 3rd of October. Fingers crossed. Come on, guys. It's going to go on Amazon and Apple Store, and I think it's going in Barnes and Noble as well. I am taking pre-orders for signed copies, so if anybody wants to have a signed copy, just drop me a message and I can give you the details and get that sorted out for you. And I am working out an overseas price as well for anybody who's overseas. So that's enough of the advertising done. I hate doing that bit. And they're always saying, yeah, you can say that. And I'm going, oh. Anyway, have a lovely week, a fun and laughter-filled week, and I will be back next Thursday. Take care. Bye. Oops.